Hello everyone, welcome to ORMAE. ORMAE is an optimization and AI company specializing in enhancing the supply chains across industries. We empower businesses by advanced analytics and optimization. If you are wondering who are we, here it is. At ORMAE, we seamlessly integrate business analytics in the workflows. We help companies optimize their operations and make data-driven decisions to improve efficiency. We have delivered 110 projects till date in last 8 years of our existence. We have served more than 45 global customers, out of which 10 has been Fortune 500. Our solutions include operations research and supply chain operations optimization. We also offer Gen AI, machine learning, data engineering and visualization solutions. Our expertise span across supply chain design, supply planning, inventory management, data analytics and transportation and logistics. A few of our products are presented here. One of our products is Route Cap, meant for last mile optimization. Another product is PickOpt, that is meant for picking optimization for warehouses. Next tool listed here is Fit, that is focused on forecasting, which is need of multiple industries. Infobot is AI-enabled chatbot that can be embedded in other tools. Last listed here is ORCampus, that is meant for smart planning of academic institutes. If you are interested in any of our solutions, let us connect.
Welcome to the demo of our forecasting accelerator. We begin by logging in or signing up. The interface is clean and straightforward, so you can get started without any setup hassle. Next, we create a new project. Here you give the project a name, add a short description. You should provide the duration of the project to the tool and capture any other preliminary details like market, business unit, priority, etc. Projects help organize your forecasting exercises in one place. Data upload is the next step. Data can be uploaded manually or by establishing connection to the organization's database. At the top of each column, a data summary is provided. Also, the system highlights any issues for resolution. Once the data is uploaded, the next step is mapping of the columns. Each column needs to be assigned to the right category, for example, product, geography, date, the target variable, and any exogenous drivers if available. The hierarchy can be defined using levels like L1, L2, and so on. Each business has their own definition of hierarchy, and hence the user should map them at the time of project creation. If you leave something unmapped, the system notifies you. Not all columns are mapped. Do you still want to proceed? After confirmation, the data is stored and we're ready to create our first experiment. Creating an experiment is where the forecasting really begins. A single project can have multiple experiments by altering different parameters. The tool leverages multiple algorithms to identify the best fitting algorithm for a particular data. You provide a name, description, forecast horizon, start and end dates, and choose the product, geography, and date levels. There's also an advanced settings option for those who want more control, where you can select models, metrics, and even define custom weights. Once submitted, the experiment runs and shows you the total time taken. Now let's look at the results. Demand Planning Output Visualization. In the Demand Planning tab, you can see the forecast output as graphs, both at an overall level and for each key. There's also a forecast table that can be downloaded for further analysis outside the tool. Under Charts, you'll find demand segmentation splits and a bar plot of top-performing models. Demand segmentation refers to whether a particular product has a high-frequency demand or intermittent or erratic. The Data Visualization tab gives you a snapshot of the uploaded data, min, max, average, standard deviation, and so on. You can also explore top products, volume trends over time, and growth metrics like month-on-month and year-on-year percentage change. Now let's head to Scenario Planning. Here, you can test pricing strategies under different external conditions like GDP, inflation, or weather changes. The choices you make what combination works best for your business. To run a scenario, first select an ID and provide the cost and price inputs. Then adjust variables like GDP or pricing. Instantly, you'll see the forecast graph update, along with the underlying forecast table. This flexibility allows you to explore what-if scenarios and make smarter business decisions. Hope you liked the demo. Thank you.
ORMAE presents ORCampus, a comprehensive, web-hosted scheduling platform designed specifically for universities and colleges. With a user-friendly interface and a powerful AI optimization engine, ORCampus helps us manage constraints, resolve scheduling conflicts, and reduce administrative workload automatically. As we begin, we simply log in to access our personalized dashboard. If we're new, signing up takes just a few quick steps. Forgot our password? No problem. A secure reset process gets us back in. And when we're done, logging out is simple and safe. Next, ORCampus allows us to create multiple scheduling scenarios using different sets of data, parameters, and institutional requirements. We start by selecting from already loaded master data, including courses, faculty, rooms, and time preferences. The platform intelligently generates the best fit schedules, minimizing conflicts and optimizing resource usage automatically. Here, I am entering in the required data. Then I'm configuring all the necessary options such as preferred consecutive days. Now, I can simply run the scenario to generate the schedule by clicking on this play button. Here, I can also see the percentage of completion and status. And in just a couple seconds, my completely automated schedule is ready for me to manage, analyze, and share. Wow, that was quick. Now my schedule scenario creation is completed, as I can see in the updated status. Now, let us view the generated schedule. Here, I can see 3 views for the schedule: the admin view, HOD and faculty view, and the students view. Next to it, I can view by date. Further, I can view by day, week, or month. Here, I can see all of my classes and sessions automatically scheduled. Furthermore, I can also filter my results by department, branch, and semester. On the right side panel, I can filter by subjects, faculty, and also see the summary of all sessions. And on the left side panel, I can filter by individual admin, faculty, or student. Next, let us view the dashboard by heading back to the View page. In the dashboard, I can quickly see all my relevant information all in one place: the subjects, sessions, faculty, and much more. I can also filter my dashboard by program, department, and branch. And whenever I change these, I can instantly see the information update within the dashboard. Now, I want to compare 2 scenarios, ORCampus enables me to choose either the published scenario or any previously completed scenario and compare them thoroughly. ORCampus intelligently allocates an overall rating to each completed scenario. This gives me a great metric to compare 2 scenarios. And I can go even deeper and compare the subject allocations, my facility utilization, session status, and more. This helps me maximize my efficiency and optimize my resource usage. Finally, once I am satisfied by the comparison, I also have the option to publish a scenario right from the Compare Scenario page. Nevertheless, I always have the option to publish any complete scenario by clicking on the Publish Scenario option from the context menu on the View Existing Scenario page. I was planning on introducing a brand new program at my institution. However, I was uncertain if my existing resources could support that. This is exactly where ORCampus enables us to do more than schedule planning. It gives me the ability to plan my capacity by knowing if my existing resources can support the introduction of the course, or exactly how much I need to increase them by. I can plan to introduce a new course or increase my batch size. And all I have to do is enter the new course details. And just like magic, ORCampus tells me how much my resources would need to increase to incorporate that. In my case, I would need to hire 5 new brilliant teachers. But in your case, you might not. However, you will only get to know that once you use ORCampus. Finally, ORCampus allows me to easily export and share my automatically generated schedules. I have the liberty to choose from multiple file types to export in. Here, I'm exporting my schedule in a PDF format. Or I can also export in an Excel format for easy management. But if you wanted, you could have also exported them in a JPG or CSV format as well. Furthermore, my ORCampus cobot is going to help me easily and quickly get the information I need. I am looking for which of my faculty are available in rooms L2 and L3, and I can instantly see the list of all the faculties matching my query. Now I am looking for which rooms are available from 1 p.m. onwards for a 3-hour class session, and the cobot instantly gives me the list. Now I want to go even deeper and understand which of these faculty are available in room L2, and wow, that was so easy and quick. My cobot helps me swiftly navigate ORCampus. Moreover, the ORCampus cobot allows me to intuitively query by faculty schedule, room availability, and faculty availability. So, what are you waiting for? Get OR Campus. Now.
Hello. Welcome to RouteCap, the last-mile delivery tool created by ORMAE. Companies who are into the business of delivering their products to end customers face this challenge of maximizing their fleet utilization, as well as minimizing the distance traveled by their vehicles. RouteCap addresses this problem. Let me take you through the tool. RouteCap has the features expected from a standard tool like user management, administration, and planning. If you see the admin panel, a location can be created where the business is operating. Once the location is created, a business can be created in it. For example, I have created a demo business named Furniture U at the location. Here I created a depot in San Francisco Bay Area. Here I can create a vehicle fleet for the business. I have created 2 large and 2 small trucks for the purpose of demonstration. And based on the size, I have created fixed and variable costs for the vehicles. Their weight and volume capacities are also allocated accordingly. I can also perform inline edit of the capacities, costs, or any other columns if there is need. For example, I am altering weight capacity. After altering, I am supposed to save it. I have to set up drivers. After setup, I can go into planning. I am creating a scenario for the purpose of planning the route. I would be required to give a name to scenario and allocate it corresponding date. I would be required to select order file. It gives me a warning about data privacy. I can then review the order file. I can edit the order data if I need to. Once I am comfortable with the overall data, I can upload the orders. The tool then validates my input. The tool checks if I have given, say, duplicate order IDs or negative values for volumes, etc. Once the check is done, I can set the parameters. I can alter the parameter if I need to. For example, for higher traffic or whether I want to allow multi-trip, etc. Once I am comfortable, I hit Optimization button. Optimization is under progress. It got completed and I can review it. I should click on View Plan button. We can see the tool has suggested to use 2 large trucks and 1 small truck. The same plan can be reviewed on a map as well. The map provides details of individual truck routes. I can also check 2 trucks simultaneously. Let us go back to Gantt chart to see another feature. In Gantt chart, there is option of manual override available to user. Say, for example, if a planner feels that a particular order is supposed to be moved by some other truck, that can be adjusted. The planner can also see the summary of the scenario by checking the dashboard. The dashboard provides various KPIs. For example, average pickups being done per vehicle. You can see the KPIs by individual trucks as well as an average. For example, volume capacity utilized, weight capacity utilized, etc. Once the planner is comfortable with the route and KPIs, they can publish it. Once published, the scenario goes to the driver's apps and they can check the orders allocated to them. I hope you like this demonstration. Thank you.
Welcome to the RouteCap Driver app, your smart companion on the road. With this app, drivers can see the exact route they need to follow when delivering orders, right from their phone. Each delivery stop is clearly listed, and under every order, you'll find simple step-by-step instructions. Need to check directions? Just tap to view the live route map for each customer you're headed to. This app works seamlessly with RouteCap's planning platform, so every order published in RouteCap instantly appears here. It's everything a driver needs in one place, organized, efficient, and built for real-time delivery execution. RouteCap Driver app, smarter routes.
Welcome to PickOpt. Many warehouse operating firms face this challenge of identifying where should they pick up an order from inside their warehouse if the product is available at multiple locations. ORMAE has created this tool to address the challenge of reducing the overall movement of picking personnel during their operations. First, the master data has to be created. For example, a warehouse has to be created. I am creating a warehouse in California for demonstration. I can update stock for it, basically the real-time stock. This data can also be directly extracted from warehouse management system if the company has it handy. The tool validates the file for any data errors. The stock gets updated if there are no errors. Uploading configuration is the next step. The configuration provides overview of the layout of warehouse, its master data, brands available, the kinds of shelf, aisles, etc. Overview of configuration can be checked and updated if needed. After setting up master data, the optimization can be performed. The tool leverages heuristics to identify the right locations where the products should be picked from for given group of orders and given overall layout of the warehouse. Thus, user should upload list of orders received as well. The user effectively is asking the tool about the route that the picking personnel should take to pick up the products. Scenarios can be run for the order picking output. The tool provides an output that lists down where should the orders be picked from in each picking wave. I can see which product is supposed to be picked from which bin and location. If something is out of stock, even that is pointed out. Also, the output can be extracted and sent to WMS system. Along with it, the updated inventory also goes to warehouse system. I hope you like this demonstration. We would be happy to connect if you have any further questions. Thank you.
At ORMAE, we turn complexity into clarity with optimization that delivers results. One of the world's leading steel producers faced a critical challenge balancing cost, quality, and efficiency across a multi-stage production process. Add to that dozens of constraints, limited storage raw material ratios, energy efficiency, slag rates, basicity control, and more. It was a puzzle where every piece mattered. This is where ORMAE came in. Our optimization experts built a sophisticated multi-stage model using mixed integer linear programming and industrial know-how. The result? A fully optimized sinter and pellet plant operation delivering over $30 million in annual savings, $94,000 savings per day, even under tight business constraints. At ORMAE, we don't just solve problems, we engineer transformation. ORMAE, Supply Chain Optimization Redefined. For our supply chain expert solutions and consulting, reach out to query@ormae.com.
When complexity meets scale, clarity feels almost impossible, especially in cement manufacturing with massive plants, depots, rail sidings, products, and transport zones. A logistical labyrinth where small inefficiencies lead to millions lost. One of India's leading cement manufacturers faced this challenge and turned to ORMAE. We engineered a distributed minimum cost network flow model, powered by advanced mathematics. This model had over 3 million variables and 50,000 integer decisions. Initially slow, we leveraged domain knowledge and solver tuning, slashing the solution time to just 300 seconds. The result? Over $5.8 million in direct cost savings, balancing road and rail while aligning with all operational constraints. At ORMAE, we turn complexity into measurable impact by combining data, mathematics, and cutting-edge optimization. Building competitive advantage with smarter decisions and real impact. That's ORMAE.
Hello, everyone. Transport accounts for 23% of global energy CO2 emissions, mainly from diesel and gasoline fleets. As companies commit to cutting carbon, ORMAE and Shell have collaborated to build an advanced app for fleet decarbonization. Welcome to our login page for the fleet decarbonization model. Let's log in and explore its capabilities. Here, you can create data snapshots and compare various scenarios. Now, let's dive deeper into one of our data snapshots. This is the input for our fleet decarbonization model, which includes annual carbon emission limits. You'll also see vehicle ownership costs, detailing insurance and maintenance expenses for each vehicle type, along with fleet data costs based on purchase year. The model's inputs comprehensively include detailed fuel consumption data alongside the emission rates associated with every fuel type. Furthermore, the inputs incorporate extensive route information specific to each vehicle category. After running the model, we obtain the optimal number of vehicles to buy and sell each year for each type, ensuring we meet our annual carbon limits. Key performance indicators, KPIs, include total CO2 emissions and total cost of ownership, TCO, on a yearly basis. As you can see, the glide path illustrates the results achieved with our operations research, or solution, compared to a baseline without the OR model. The total cost of ownership is also displayed yearly, with a glide path highlighting the differences. Now, let's transition to our Go Green model, which optimizes energy infrastructure investments. Its inputs feature grid electricity costs, baseload consumption, gas emissions for every timestamp, infrastructure procurement costs by year, and feasible EV roster data. Upon implementation, The model outputs include energy flow balances for each timeline. Also, the model produces precise charging schedules, delineating the exact times and durations for charging each electric vehicle, and KPIs such as CAPEX and OPEX, along with no of chargers required. Model provides a detailed representation of energy flow balances, which can be analyzed on multiple temporal granularities. Additionally, the model generates annual cash flow projections, complementing these outputs, the route schedules specifying the precise times when vehicles are actively charging and when charging stations remain idle. This application significantly advances the transition to sustainable energy by promoting electric vehicle (EV) adoption, reducing transportation-related greenhouse gas emissions. It supports Shell's goal of achieving net zero emissions by 2050 through a data-driven approach to decarbonizing fleet operations while ensuring operational efficiency.